guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I post lifestyle slash motherhood slash faith-based content here on my channel, and this is my first sit-down video in a while. I am a first-time mom, new mom, and I feel like I'm learning so much in this first year. My son will be a year old next month, which is mind-blowing, and I haven't done any like baby related videos in a while. I think my last like product baby video was newborn essentials, and he is not a newborn anymore. He's almost a toddler, so I figured that I would update you guys on some must-haves from like the first year, things that I've loved, and a couple of things that I've learned for myself, like must-haves for being a mom and just kind of like surviving the whirlwind that the first year is. So I'm trying to get this done during nap time, which is very short-lived in our house. So let's get into it. So from months like 5, I would say from months 5 to a year old is when they really start to get active and like play with things and engage with things, show you their likes, their dislikes. Months 1 through 5, they kind of just do like tummy time, and they're just really chill little babies. They nap a lot more often, they just eat, they're just infants, and then they kind of move into these active little beings where their brains are growing and they need a lot of stimulation. So this is for like months 4/5 through now. My first must-have, Love Every. This is not sponsored by them. I do have a link that you guys can use that will support me if you want to purchase any of their products, but this is not sponsored by any means. They have been a 150% must-have product from newborn days to now. Like, you guys have seen, we used the Love Every Play Gym. I used it every single day when he was a newborn, all the way up until now. We still use it. It's very customizable, adaptable to their age. I know that there are cheaper play gyms out there, but truly, none of them engaged him or like caught his attention or kept his attention for as long as the Love Every Play Gym did, because we have used others at like other people's houses or anywhere like that. Anywhere that we're not at home, we've used whatever play gym was there, and they just did not do the job like the Love Every one does. But also we do the subscription plan, so based on, they do it like every 2 months. So every 2 months you'll get a box that has many different toys that are like Montessori based, but also completely based on like their development that month or what they're learning, new skills they should be developing. And I'm telling you, we just got a new box this last week, and he just engages with those toys so much better and plays independently for so much longer and more happily. And you can tell it works his brain to where like he's content. The toys that are just like battery powered and kind of light up and talk to him, he does not care for them at all. He'll like look at it for 1 second and then he's bored out of his mind and he just gets like irritable. But the toys that's kind of like problem solving and engaging, like the ones that come in the Love Every box, they are just the bomb. We have toys from boxes from a few months ago that he still uses. There's like a box that is a little tissue box and they pull tissues out. He still loves that. They're all really good quality too. Like they hold up. Most of them are wooden and they're impossible to break. We have yet to have one that has broken and yet to have one that he was not interested in. And it always just challenges their brain. So whether or not you use Love Every, find some sort of Montessori plan or look up Montessori style toys for the age that your baby is, because they learn new concepts every month. And there are toys like based on the concept that they're learning. Like right now, one of the toys that came in his kit is for problem solving. So it's a box with a hole, and the balls that go in the hole are too big. So he has to like smack them and force them in, and that's supposed to teach him to problem solve, that not everything will fit in easily, and he loves it. So it's been a absolute game changer for us, and I think it's definitely like been really good for his brain development and skill development, and it's just really fun and exciting for both of us when we get a new box, because I am excited to watch him learn these things. So 110% a must-have item, Montessori toys or a Love Every subscription. I couldn't recommend them enough. They are just chef's kiss. Number 2, a good high chair. Whether you decide to do baby-led weaning or traditional baby food like purees, you need a good high chair. Just do your research, find what's gonna work for you. What we needed in a high chair is one that can fold up and be put away. I'm not like in love with our high chair, mainly because the seat is cloth, so it's like a lot more to clean, but I can just easily take it off and throw it in the washer. But our high chair tray unclicks and it has a lip on the side, so he can't just like fling food off. It kind of like has a lip to keep food from flying off of his tray, and it has a cup holder. Our tray is nice because you can use it for like sensory play as well. The straps are great, but I love that I can just like pull this little string and mine folds up and stores very easily. But you need a good high chair because I think we went through like 3 different kinds before we found one that we really liked, that was like supportive, comfortable, easy to clean. I know everybody recommends the IKEA high chair, which I do like the IKEA high chair. It's simple, it's cheap, and probably very easy to clean, but it's just so wide and I feel like there's nowhere to store it. We have a pretty small home and I need things that I can store away. But definitely get a good high chair. Don't fall for all the traps about the expensive ones, the pretty ones. Just get one that is going to be functional, that's going to work for you, that the tray is removable so that you can clean it, because I can just stick my tray in the sink to wash it. You're going to be washing it a lot. Number 3, these little mesh silicone teethers. Let me just tell you guys, when your baby starts getting teeth, things get spicy, okay? They get real spicy. I think he got his first 2 teeth at 4 months, and every tooth since has come in a set of 2. And we've gotten a set of teeth like every month since then. And it's just crazy. It affects their sleep, it affects their daytime mood. It's just nuts. So these mesh teethers are the bomb, not only for teething, but just like entertaining them when you need them to be entertained. It was great for when we first started introducing solids as well. I would just steam some sweet potatoes or something and stick them in there for him to chew on. But for teething, I stick frozen raspberries, pineapple, blueberries in this little mesh teether, and he will just gnaw on it forever, and it feels good and it's soothing, and he's also getting delicious fruit in there, and it's just the bomb. I couldn't recommend them enough, and they're very easy to clean. I love them. Number 4 is a Jolly Jumper. I know that there's mixed opinions on these, okay? I am very much on the side of all things in moderation, you know? So obviously the Jolly Jumper isn't good to leave your baby in long term, like for a long period of time for their hips. No container is, but I cannot even tell you how much he loved his Jolly Jumper. He's outgrown it now, but we're gonna save it for the next baby. He just loved it. His face would light up when he was in it, and he would just burn through his energy, like jump like crazy. And I really do believe that it was one of the factors that helped him learn to put weight on his legs. Like, he has very strong legs and is standing and trying to walk. And I don't know, I just feel like it helped him with, like, you know, with hand-eye coordination, and it was just something fun and stimulating for him. We would also like fill a little kiddie pool with water or put tin foil underneath him or crinkle paper, and it's like a very easy way to do sensory play. But also it's a lifesaver for mom, because anytime that I needed to do something where I couldn't be like holding him or just giving him one-on-one attention, I would stick him in the jumper and I would like do my workout in front of him or clean the kitchen or anything. Sometimes I would put him in it while he would watch me cook dinner. It was just a lifesaver. We used it so much. I think he started using it around 5 months, and he didn't outgrow it until around 8 months, when he like learned to crawl and stuff. He lost a lot of interest in it, but also weighed too much for it. Definitely a pricey baby item, but for us, 10 out of 10, 100% worth it. The next one are touch and feel books or tab books. I know not all babies love books, but ours does. He loves books, specifically the ones that have little tabs to pull and to like peekaboo underneath. And the touch and feel books, his 2 favorites. It's a Pretty, I think the brand is Pretty Books. It's like first 100 words. He just will sit and stare. I will come in the room and he will just be flipping through the pages and opening the tabs. He loves it. I don't know what it is about the way that they like colored the book or whatever, but he loves it. And it's literally just words like hat, dog, cat. And then his other favorite books, I think every baby loves these, is Never Touch a Dinosaur or Never Touch a Bug. And they just have these like silicone touchy spots on them, and he just loves feeling them. So touch and feel books, tab books are just the best for entertaining them, especially like in the car, at church, if you're at a restaurant. If you're trying to steer away from sticking a screen in front of them and you want something that will engage them, those kind of books are the best, or the books with a mirror in them. A good baby carrier. So obviously this changes depending on their age as well. In the newborn stages, I loved the Lullaby shirt and the Ergo Baby wrap. Wraps were really convenient when he was very small, but now that he's much bigger and like all over the place and heavy, I need a sturdy carrier. So I use the Lullaby carrier. It is the best, and it's beautiful and it's pretty to look at. It's comfy for me, it's comfy for him, and it's versatile because I think it does front carrying facing you, and it does back carrying. I don't think they can face out, but the front and back carrying is the best. It's very supportive and really good quality. You can just like wear them when they're having fussier days, or when they're going through the stage like he is right now. He's going through separation anxiety like crazy, so I feel like I'm constantly having to hold him, and so a good carrier is just the best when you need to be hands-free but your baby needs attention. A couple random things that I would say is like sensory activities. I just get on Pinterest and I'll literally type in whatever age he is, like sensory activities for 8-month-old or 10-month-old. I have just learned that the stuff that you can buy at Walmart and like Target, they don't care about those. They want a whistle or a wooden spoon, or they want to play with the dishwasher, or they want the TV remote. Like they just love random inanimate objects and they love exploring things. And so we try to like play into that as much as we can. A lot of times I will just give him like a bowl and I'll put a bunch of kitchen utensils in it. That'll entertain him for forever. Or we have a couple old remotes that don't have batteries in them and we let him play with those. Paint tape, if you like tape lines on the carpet and let them peel the tape up or tape it to the window. They love sticky things, they love strings. Like sometimes we'll just tie a string to something and let him pull it around. Their little brains are so creative, and they're not really okay with just like a battery powered car. Like that's just not fun or engaging for, at least for my baby. I feel like he needs a lot more freedom and like he just really enjoys open-ended stuff. So just be really open to letting them play with whatever they're interested in. Give them a piece of trash, a cardboard box, an empty water bottle. I don't know. Just don't fall for all of the crazy toys, because in my experience it's just clutter and he doesn't play with those anyway. So I do toy rotations. I think that's been another must-have. I'm not like super crazy organized about it or anything. I would like to be. We don't have a playroom, we just have a play area out here. But when I notice he's starting to like not play independently very well, I will go through his toys, see what he hasn't played with for a while, put them in a box, and then get another box out of toys that we've already used that he hasn't seen in a couple of months, and they'll be new and exciting to him, and he plays with them really well. So rotating their toys but also not giving them all of their toys all at once helps them to play better, at least in my experience. And then, so those are like my must-haves for that age. I feel like obviously a lot of teether toys. We used like the Mom Bella mushroom a lot. Just like a lot of engaging play and letting them explore and show you what they're interested in is important for those months. But it looks like he's waking up. Now I'll move on to the must-haves for mom surviving. Naps. I have a couple things to say about naps. Not every baby is the same. Not every baby takes long 1 to 2 hour naps. Some babies don't nap at all. And my baby is definitely like a low sleep need baby. So I have had to learn to work with what I get. Sometimes his naps are 30 minutes, sometimes they're 2 hours. And I've just learned the best tip for mental health as a mom around sleep is to not have any expectations. That sounds really negative, but I really do mean that. Like, don't go into your night thinking that since they slept 8 hours last night that they're going to do it again, because then you're going to get disappointed if they wake up, and that's just normal for them to wake up. Just have no expectations, ride the wave. It ebbs and flows. You're going to make it through, and don't be so frustrated if your baby wakes up 30 minutes into their nap, because maybe that was enough for them. It may not have felt like enough for you, and it is frustrating when you're trying to get things done, but just go in there and smile at them and be happy when they see how happy. Be happy when you see how happy they are when you walk in to get them, and just reset. I feel like all day as a mom, I'm just like taking a minute, resetting myself, and just changing my perspective. It is a lot of humbling and putting in the work on yourself, but my other tip was going to be about naps. Clean while they're awake. Don't clean while your baby is napping. Cleaning while they're awake is a good thing for as they get older, just to see like how much work it takes to maintain the home, and that they need to put in the work as well and help you with that. But also it opens them up to independent play. My baby is a great independent player. I know that that depends on like your baby's personality, and there are some days where he certainly will not play independently, but he plays so great. Most of the day he just like kind of follows me around, and he plays with whatever he can find or messes with whatever he can find, and he plays so well on his own, and that's a lifesaver. So that if I'm doing things while he's awake, obviously set aside time to like play with them, but I do what I can while he's awake, and then while he naps, that's time for things that are way harder to do when the baby is awake, like me to sit and read my Bible, or to film a video, or to work out. Things that are for me that are way harder to do when he's actually awake. Number 2 is kind of related to the first one, but encourage independent play. That is kind of why I've been a little bit stricter about screen time. I feel like he plays so much better without screen time. We don't limit it 100% of the time, but it's definitely not a daily thing for us. I just like to encourage him to play independently, and I've learned that if he's like a little fussy with his toys, if I let him be and just like sit and talk to him or smile or let him know that I'm still in the room, he'll work through whatever he's feeling, and he continues to play and explores a new toy or finds something else to be interested in, and it's worked out really great for us, and we got very lucky. He is a independent little boy, loves to explore, and that's what I try to tell people when we visit or when they visit. I'm like, actually, if you just like sit back and watch him, he will engage so much more with you than if you're like in his face trying to play with him. Like, let your baby guide you, because I don't know, my baby, he doesn't want to be guided. He wants to show me how he wants to play. Number 3, do not stress about sleep. I feel like I already touched on this a little bit, but seriously, sleep, I feel like, is the main thing that people talk about before you have a baby. They're warning you the entire time that you're pregnant, you're never going to sleep again, blah, 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 blah. So you're anxious about it, and then the baby's here and you're anxious about it, and you feel like you have to stick them on a schedule and have this perfect routine that if they miss their nap, they're going to not sleep tonight, or if you, whatever. It's just one of my biggest regrets is stressing so much about his routine and about sleep in the first couple of months, because while to some degree it can help to really try to put them on a routine, you cannot control every aspect of their sleep. And even if you did everything perfect, they could still not sleep. It's just, they're babies. It's biologically and developmentally normal for them to crave to be near mom or to have issues sleeping. Things like teething, milestones, growing pains, like they go through so much. To expect them to be perfect sleepers and to think that if they're not a perfect sleeper that it's your fault is ridiculous. So I know that it's a lot easier to say than to do, but do not stress about sleep. Take what you can get, ask for help when you can, but just ride the wave. That has been my approach with motherhood so far, is to ride the wave, because I've learned that just when things get like so hard and I feel like I literally cannot do one more day, things get better. It's so up and down, and if you just don't resist it, it becomes a lot more enjoyable, truly. Another tip is to just get out of the house, even if you literally just take a walk down the block or you go grab Starbucks, just to get out of the house at least like once a week. Some people aim for once a day. That's really not like that realistic for us. But get out of the house and do something for you. I try to do several things throughout the day that are for me, like cleaning up my kitchen is for me. It's also for my family, but it's for me. It's like very therapeutic. Cooking dinner, I tell Austin, that is like a non-negotiable. I love to cook dinner. I love to cook. It's very therapeutic for me. So he knows that no matter what his day looks like that day, he has to solely care for Bellamy when it's dinner time because I cook. That's for me. And I like to cook in peace, so he entertains him the whole time that I cook. I also try to make time for my workouts, whether that's like 20 to 30 minutes. Sometimes I don't get to do it alone. Sometimes he's crying at my feet or crawling around. But working out, getting ready every day, trying to eat well. You just have to let go of the idea that it's going to look perfect and that it's going to be really peaceful and kind of romanticize what motherhood is, which most of it is doing what you can while your baby is at your feet and yelling at you in the middle of a messy house. Like, it's just crazy, but it's the best thing ever. And I just feel like the more that you try to resist it and try to make motherhood what you thought it was going to be, the harder you will struggle. But the more that you just like let go and embrace what it is and control what you can and let go of what you can't, it's going to be so much more enjoyable for you. But yeah, I don't know if this was helpful for anybody, or if I feel like my must-haves are probably very different from what other people's must-haves are. Babies really don't need a lot. They just need you to engage with them and love them. And that's pretty much it. So hopefully that's encouraging to you. But those are the things that we did use a lot in the first, like in that 6-month time frame. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to see more motherhood based videos, let me know in the comments, because I would like to start filming more sit down videos and just not sure like what topics you guys want to see. But if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button if you are not already subscribed. And make sure you go out of your way today to love on someone and make them feel extra special, because they are. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye guys.